believe me, I not turn mumu ways. By God in power, I no go turn mumu. But I just wanted welcome back to the show. It's Diaspora Voices and it's Salon Talk and it's Monday evening and we are locked in. And apologies sincerely if you don't watch we on the program and then you see the lip they move but you don't hear no sound. So thank you to my management. And there I am, I'm praising him. Maybe you don't deserve it praise. I am praising you, Mr. Manager. If only you know, say already have the talk when I come on, I don't know you have the praise. My name repeats again. Then you know big too much. So, but as community champions, as they say, people then give we the name as community champions. But the real community champions are out there where they make tangible difference, where they make real difference, selling brand Sierra Leone positively. People that like we the noise we get. And sometimes the noisy way we get, now we don't can hear or probably sometimes they see. But the people that way they make the strides, where they make significant strides and changing the face of Sierra Leone, especially from diaspora, these are the kind of people that we me manager said that the kind of people you need for the reach out to the Soyo Samua, reach out to the Alima, to the Monikeni, reach out and get those people like KME Kabaka, you know what I mean, passing by for just 3 days and decide to say at the Canada studio for can say these are the kind of people. So tonight, me guest who I get equally what they talk about a true community champion. Where it's a lot of respect. Where a lot of una they follow this gentleman. A lot of una don't see him program actively. And if you are really keen to know most of the achievements them and you don't see what they do, just see the kind of caliber, the class of people them way the man they command and show. Usas also, as we can say, I am begrudgingly jealous of him in a very positive way for achieving. You know, before we come live, we'll be just a catch up, and then the man tell me say, now 11 days no more doing a salon. In 11 days, the gentleman achieved so more. But my brothers and my sisters, me family them. Let us say good evening, let us say Kushe and welcome to the anchor, the lead of Then and Now, T&N. You know, the man where they arrest all the politicians, them just with his voice. The man fears nothing, is fearless to share the good story, for tell the good word about Sierra Leone and Sierra Leone stories. So, let us say Kushe Kabo and welcome to Mr. Prince Koma. I think that's an old one. Mr. Prince Koma. Kushe Kabo and welcome to Salon Talk on Diaspora Voices.
Thank you very much, DJ Litul. I'm very happy to be here.
That's right. You're most welcome, sir. So Prince.
Yeah.
Who say I will start first of all because I want to know because anybody who don't get title when they call Prince, not too funny man, not to lie to it, you know. So how the name Prince first come by? Is that really birth name or is just a pet name?
Well, it's first of all, famule una good evening una kaba una kushe, and also we speak all the different languages.
Yes.
DJ Litul, but really clear Sabia. But just for go back to the issue is I'm extremely happy for being on your show, and I'm really proud of you, and you are making great strides, and these are the kind of things that we are talking about. People that were relevant at the community, when they bring information come to the community. And when I was asked to come here, I felt so good about it and spread the good word among me fandom.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, for go straight to you question. Of course, Prince Nami name where they baptized me with.
Okay.
Born Christine baptized Prince Emil Koma. My Koma, fortunately, is spelled K-R-O-M-A, not K-O-R-O-M-A. So I'm Kroma. So that's my name, Prince. You know, just for answer the question.
Well, we stand corrected.
That's fine.
You understand? So it's Prince Kroma. That's K-R-O-M-A.
That's correct.
Right. And who said that just for catch up in terms of heritage, you said that Kroma, the heritage of Prince Kroma. Now, from the city Freetown, which town, Botown, Moyamba?
Well, obviously, Mina, south of the country, Nadia come on, and many people will come out. So I am I'm Shabro by tribe. Most people wouldn't know this, but I'm Shabro. So I come out Moyamba district, you know, here from this little town where once upon a time in the boom what they call Rotifung.
Yes.
Yeah, but of course I born a Freetown, number 38 Guard Street, and all my life has been about Freetown and the rest of it. But this not means say I detach, you know, here from a reality, which is now upline and there come on and many people then come out. So I do understand upline because I was born during the time of trains every time we train they run guard streets and
so
the last
jealous you. Are they
station,
jealous
so
you?
I can just jump inside train and go upline and go eat some fresh food and the rest
Are
of
they
it
jealous you?
and come back my tongue. Yeah.
You like train?
Oh yes, I did,
God.
and I still get
Inside
fond memories
salon?
of train inside salon. Yeah.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
So education wise, like you say God stick na dey you born, na dey you mean.
Yeah.
So like you school in the mix because having parents away come out part originally from upline,
Okay.
and then the shift you say okay you go do 2 years school and that, or everything was about free tongue education wise.
Good question. Everything was about free term. First of all, begin me nursery school now, Holy Trinity.
Okay.
That's just opposite.
Yay!
Yes. I guess you're Holy
Yes.
Trinity. Yes. So kind of excited. Yeah.
That you say I jump back.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I mean, now there I begin me nursery school,
Yeah.
and I do part of me primary school there. I think up to class 3 or 4.
Mm.
It's been a long time ago. Yeah, but from Holy Trinity School, I matriculated to Cathedral Boys School, just further downtown, you know.
Yeah.
So at the Cathedral, now they take me selective entrance back in the late 70s, and then from there I entered the Albert Academy.
Esekwam Videri.
Esekwam Videri, rather to be than to sing, which is what I live up to today, rather to be than to sing. Yeah,
And you're definitely living that life.
definitely. Yeah.
So like growing up back in Sierra Leone from primary, secondary school, what are you fond memory of Sierra Leone as a country then?
Well, earlier on we talk about train.
Yes.
Yeah. So even as a man now,
Yeah.
you know, the boyhood things that we can come back to me is much more about train.
Okay.
I used to love trains, you know, and like I say, people them way they watch this program way know the timeline that I'm talking about. Will recall if you know Guard Street,
Yeah.
right now Guard Street now through the train line be gone. And the last station was just about probably 100 or 200 yards away from where I was born and where I grew up as a boy.
Wow.
So I will hear the trains come in and leave. I will hear the horn being hooted, you know, it's still in my brain. And then then they, you know, and then train they wake in pool and bad smoke,
That's
them,
what-
you know, because of the cold. Exactly, that was the sound. So I still get that, you know, we run outside to have a look. And at the same time, you know, I will still run back and jump inside the train and one go down, go to Funk. You know, just like every weekend, you're down there because the trains were available.
Wow.
So this now one great part, again, what I miss. And then, you know, you're growing up as a boy, we been get double-decker bus where
Yes.
you be seen in England. Yeah, yes, I did ride that as well, Famulem. And things were relatively, really good. That don't mean I don't accept say time has moved on.
Yes.
Because I'm living in my reality, you know. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. So these were things that I was really fond of. And one critical thing is the mutual respect, pride and dignity where people let me get then. That doesn't seem to exist, or if it does now, it's on a different level. Because
Yes.
before then, if me and you they grow up, it not mean say necessarily now we parents they no more get for look after we. The community is responsible.
embrace you.
So that's exactly where I find myself, you know, yeah, that spirit of community, you know, that I grew up in.
Yeah.
That's where I am today. So I miss that. And another thing what I really admire about my country is the mutuality between religion.
Yes.
You know, say Muslim and Christian.
Absolutely.
I never understood the difference until I came out, you know, and started living abroad and seeing all waiting
All
to
the
go on.
difference, yes.
Not knowing that we get a huge percentage of we country population when I'm Muslim, yet me as a Christian went to school with Muslims, you know, ate and dined with Muslims. I went to mosque, you know, here as a boy. Partly when my mama traveled, you know, here the people and I was left with, you know, here at a very early age were Muslim. So one of my name would give me is Alpha, which I don't use anymore, but I'm really proud to talk about it.
Wow.
So there are many fond memories.
Wow, that sounds really significant in terms of very soon. Again, like in the classroom, just that growing up with the fond memories, you will mostly think, you know, waiting, I didn't like this part because this boy, this TTB, they bully me or they provoke me. Waiting the way you go say as a young boy under the age of 21, where you go say, you know, waiting, I really I'm not being really proud of this moment because this guy, man, the one girl man what he wants 9
okay.
because now what are you you guess any
Of course, not exactly as in terms of woman.
Yeah.
Because I've been very methodic and careful
Okay.
when I tread on something or when I want something.
The phone is so powerful.
Yeah.
My start
keep moving down. Yes.
Yeah.
I want something.
Yeah.
I'm kind of calculated about what I want.
Okay.
So if I see any hazard, if you would like for me to
even from a young man.
even from a young, a young age, I don't know why. I still try to figure out why, even in this me kind of age where they, but I was very careful. I think it was a matter of respect and some kind of a pride, because I always wanted to be a winner. So I would take them for a trade, very calculated. If it's not going to happen, then I won't try it. I'm not saying that things didn't happen in life, there are no regret. But in terms of the question, it was a no. One thing I remember when I've been in the worst situation, yes, away from the woman talk, is, when I went to academy, back then, one thing I've been admire and some of the loving memory in Nandi we possibly miss. Then they go assemble, an assembly.
That's
hall.
right, yes.
That was a wonderful period, where all the classes go there and then play the national anthem, all sing the school song, I mean, that was a wonderful
it's
period.
Invaluable, isn't it?
Invaluable, I mean, I'm not sure whether that's anymore around. But one thing I've been admire most, the guy will be play the piano, because I think we will sing the national anthem in the morning.
Yes.
And this guy will at the piano they play. Up to this day, I still admire piano playing, but for some reason I never played the piano. But I really, really like the piano. So one day we get something we then called principal hour, where during my term now, Bill and I have been the principal, of course. Principal hour, and I can teach you, I think that first 45 minutes or the rest of it, but I think he got caught up in the office doing something. So, they're telling us, short, so like I answer them, so I sneak out, come downstairs, I think I've been still one white, come downstairs, now the hall, look around, you think, say you're smart.
Yes.
I look around and not see nobody, and then the pine office not too far from the hall, they're academician and where they watch. So now I go sit up on the piano, I remember I raised the cover.
Yes.
Now I begin knock the key them. I got carried away and I begin for hit the key.
Louder now.
But Bill get some kind of a spirit, that when he's around, some people like that. You feel them. Say trouble there around. When I turn around Pabelo, he just do just like this. Yeah. And it can be going at the same assembly or call the senior, then they hold me and then tell me whether they use bats.
Yes.
And bat me, I believe said I've been 6 when I go up in a class and they will sit down and they will team up. And then they never forget that need to be great.
That is something really for take home. Because even you was cheering that with your great scrap picking themselves.
Oh yes. Then one funny one. Okay, now I remember one funny one. And this is really funny. And this go back to the base of your question when a woman business.
Yes.
When they come up, one day I see one picking out. Let this picking wonderful. That time the big brother. Then they pan this business now. We just
season player.
Yeah, season player. And woman when he gets, I'll be in party with that girl day. So now tell me brother, I say I like that picking day. So now my brother go code. They tell they will say code. Go code the picking for me. Yes. So you don't code the picking, but of course you get for good talk. But you see what the team. That's why the team was so today that beginning way.
You put a new jump start.
Yes, don't give me jump start. For let me move now, The man say fellow na for go now. Go outside but when me foot if you are red, I will see.
Well, these are the kind of things, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You still get in contact with that lady there?
Well,
or if you see him about?
The last time I see him about 7 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but of course, that are the thing where exists between me and himself.
Okay.
I don't ever keep him.
Yes.
Nothing of the kind. But
you don't even move the first place.
No, not even move the first place. So that's why I take myself. I've been look so idiotic. When I can remember, goodness me, I can laugh their vex for myself.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, but that was then and this is now.
This is now. That was definitely then and then this is definitely now.
Yeah.
I wish I could have one memory like that of Selion, but some of we the couple we put inside back when we young. So we know there are too many blessings there for share. Because I would call that a blessing,
Yeah, that kind of experience.
Let me see. But as you say, that was then, this is now.
Yeah.
Then and now.
Yeah.
Waiting at the motivation, who side the inspiration first of all come out for say, I want for lend me your voice towards me community and make a difference, so to speak.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
I don't worry, it's a small moment.
Well, you're spot on. You're spot on
Thank
with
you.
questions of this kind, because I believe the audience themselves, although I don't say over and over, but from a different perspective, a different audience based, go like to know. So I see most of my followers then they watch.
Yes.
Some may watch later. So I just want to say good evening once more, and to them one the DJ Little followers there, admirers, and the rest of them. Yes, the program then and now, is born out of the same community feeling. You know, we can get turbulence inside you. You know, you want to do something we go help for raise the community, because I'm really a kind of community person. You won't actually see me out there, they dig hole, they cut teak or make flour and the rest of it. But when it comes to the talking, I love talking, and the friends that will know me about talking, they know say maybe this guy can talk. And when I dey talk, I can try to articulate, you know, your sober-minded things. I look at the time, and I look at what may happen, and look at the opportunity given to us via social media, what they use now. And the convenience at that same time that you can be in the convenience of your host. If you're not a married person, you get picking them, you can hear you picking and they play under.
Absolutely.
The wife go in the kitchen, you smell the soup or the plazas, and at the same time you speak to the world. And there was a message, always what I be one for in terms of bringing people together, because one thing few people will know of me is like I'm a black activist. The idea of me being black and understanding me blackness, it means so much to me. So my community not only restricted to Sierra Leone, so I hail from, I speak to the wider community. So I speak to the African community like Yasuna, Europe, equally so around the globe. Black Americans, if you like if you go on my page, you will find few of them that I speak to. Hence, when I speak, I can flow in between.
No problem.
English,
we do need to do that.
And flow. So that urge they be there in me say, well, because all the time when I go out, I engage in arguments, not all arguments like debate. Okay, I think that's the appropriate word, debate. I'm always in the debate.
You're an academician,
absolutely.
Absolutely. People in grammar school. We do the learning and debates in society.
Absolutely, yes. And I go on again during that time there. I went to a business school as well, because I've been a part of the debate club. I was always debating. So this thing been on cultivate a long time ago. So when I talk about turbulence, it been there inside me, because I know say I get a part for play. How do I play this part? I don't try for reconcile them for a long time. So when this opportunity regarding social media became very open and I begin to understand them, I said, well, why not? And again, based on the advice of a few friends, two great friends who I will mention, I have three great friends. There's a guy called Bye Bye Kamara, and there's another brother called Victor Gaba. And there's another brother called Roland Hamilton. Shop.
Yes, Roland, yes. I know Roland among them.
So these people saw the potential, you know, and every time when we get this talk, it's like you need to move on. Not so you can talk to 2 person or 3 person. It makes no difference, and that was quite true. Because every day I'm a socialite as well. Although I withdraw now with age. But every time we go out there, it's the same talk almost every day, and the same people. Exactly. So when people are begin for advice, they begin for down on me. It's like, well, you need to move this argument elsewhere and get a wider, bigger audience where the message when you try to give out will resonate. So I begin to formulate the idea inside me. First of all, begin to toy with a name. Which name do I come up with? Of course, I came up with several names. Finally ended up on Then and Now, because there's a famous saying, like if you know Sabi Usa you come out, you know who Sabi Usa you dey and Usa you dey go. So therefore, since that kind of message there one year, I think say the name Then and Now, it will make absolute sense, because we want to talk about Trade. Then the Trade will connect to the now, and then we sort of end with how they go, how they fall to way forward. Absolutely. So hence now so the name come. So if you look at the objective, you will see that when they talk about information, because that's really key. There's a saying that when you read or listen to the news, you are misinformed. You think say you are informed, but you are misinformed. And when you don't do, you are not informed. So what happens in the middle?
That's true.
This is now the critical mass that one day, and this is where I come in because I look at all the aspects in the because I study in psychology. I get a associate degree in psychology as well. So there's a little we can play in between me and Motaman in psychology. Try for understand. So when you see that kind of saying the way you watch or you read, you are misinformed.
Yes.
But if you don't, then you are not informed.
Yes.
There must be there's got
to be something in the middle.
Absolutely, sir. So now all that thing they begin play on my mind. So hence I come in the center, and if you watch me aims and objective, you will see we need for provide information to people because we believe information it empower people, and an empowered people is an independent people. An independent people now people that when a free thinker. So this is not the aspect. So once you begin for think freely, you are not told what to think, but how to think. That sets you on a freedom path, where you get a freedom for begin think, or when you make decisions, the decisions are informed decisions. So you know they make them, you're just out of sight and out of mind basis. So somebody get for responsible for throw the information out there. You still need for process them because I'm just the conduit or the method, for give the information.
We are the channel.
Absolutely, the channel, but you still get for process them, but that information and the way we give in the raw sense, it's not really available yonder because the information well, most of us they grab because for a long time, I can spend hours they watch TV, read books, documentary. Then I begin to figure out, exactly what these books are trying to say, or that 4 corner box we then call TV, what it means inside you psychology.
Yes.
And I begin to understand that. In other words, that thing then I need to make up your mind. Because that's what it's about. Just like how they talk so now, if you want to do propaganda, we could easily do once we don't get people for believing to
audience is the audience.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So I thought I could make a difference in that direction. Hence then and now. Hence me calls, when I've been on the turbulence inside me for quite a while. And I'm absolutely enjoying it. That able for dispense information, to the audience. And the information I can always tell people that for fact check. So I provide the information, and even when I produce me show them, I tell people please fact check. Because
I want to take you up on that. Well done, by the way, for actually giving me a very good insight on the background of where then and now born from. And again, like you said, I'm just switching and Prince they say if I just join me, please feel free for share the program to our own networks them as I can always appeal to now. And then more importantly, Prince then today and they also open for answer questions. So if you feel for ask Prince any question, the number already did on the Facebook page where I'm gonna tune again is 07404 957 930. That is 07404 957 930. You can call me directly online, or you can call me on WhatsApp, whichever is available to una call me and ask them. You talk about fact check when at the last year you mentioned. With the information where you put out and the way you talk about the way the media is, they especially focus in our own community now. There's a lot of grab and snatch and share, and then there is a massive race for whether they can decimate the information as quick as they can to their own audience base. Again, a lot of people and a lot of we not get any sustainable credibility over the information which we land at the phone, then they share. Make you always say, I mean at the last very junction, anything you reach to me, I get at least 3 to 4 people that we credible in a salon where I will reach out to, if not on the phone, on WhatsApp, I say, verify for me. Now, you and I, within this industry, I will see that the way people in the share, they post or repost or whatnot, you understand? You don't make us say clearly you're quite happy to sit back and say, what I don't tell you so, even when I reference a certain thing, go back and fact check, even though you they plug into the middle. How dangerous you feel say it be for information where they come out now we online, we were responsible, some of we, and then the fast and so without any validation. How dangerous it be in your opinion?
Well, of course, again, another brilliant question. Very, very brilliant question. Information, in as much as we talk about assault, can be equally dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Okay? So if people, and they remember, I just mentioned something, a word called propaganda.
Yeah.
Okay, so people can use a platform, just like you say, you get the audience. That is it.
What are you for you, please?
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. It begin for channel, then wrong information in it. Because why again? You want tune into somebody in mind, it's psychotic. You want hypnotize somebody for believing to what you say. This is all about, then things that we really do.
Yeah.
But it depends on the commitment and the intention, of we dip on the business.
Yes.
So most people, not rubbish. Like most of the information the way can come out, I can clearly say this at the forum. It's absolutely rubbish because we've checked them, and when you see, first of all, it has to be professional, DJ Little.
Yes.
You look at the information, you begin to see grammatical errors, because these are the things that I'll look for. You begin to see, although on WhatsApp and the rest of it, you can excuse certain things then.
Yes.
But there are also hallmarks where you can equally see and not say, but this is not credible. Because I can follow this, I can follow the story and follow the the trend.
Yeah.
So what we can then do is for counter that narrative, they will make the space a brilliant space. We give you all, the chance, for let we operate. So you get those for, and then you get those against. Let the people make the decision. And this is where I always come from. So we all throw information out there. Why do you think you are credible in the community? It's because the information when you provide for you people, most times they will check them, or you don't establish a credibility already, so people intend for tune into your channel because they know say they will grab something real from there. This is the way it happens. But we also get a duty for the information and the way they put out where we know say not correct.
Yes.
There is a way we don't need to be personal about it because most people can do that.
Very emotionally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sentimental.
Yeah.
People get too sentimental.
Too sentimental.
Yeah.
And once you become sentimental and emotional about subject matter, then you've lost the plot. Okay? So you need to take a step back, probably a deep breath, and deal with the issue. Deal with issues, not personalities. So DJ Little can put out something yonder where I don't agree with. Or whether I agree with him, but I want to dismantle him. I don't have to mention DJ Little's name. I can just go for the article and unplug the article somehow. And the smart minds, absolutely, sir. And the smart minds that are out there, you're able to figure it out. And this is what I do in my program. Now, I can always I can mention the word fact check. They always urge me audience for fact check because I honestly spend hours on hours, just to look for material and they try for source me information. Then it's just like on yesterday I did get a show about women empowerment, how women don't come of age, how women then first of all, where things been begin, they were consigned to the kitchen or the farm or tending to babies or cooking the food, and even colonialism not be helped. Neither was the Victorian age where in a nexus, there's a direct connection to colonialism. Being get this saying that women them can be seen but not be heard.
That's correct. One of what's a dangerous thing.
Absolutely. But then that was then. And talking about it now, see how the women are multiplying when it comes to governance, when it comes to policy making.
The narrative has completely changed.
Absolutely, it has completely changed, and then they're on the up, although some of them can disappoint you, like waiting they go on so now in the country, where women they will be very powerful now, by virtue of the political thing where they go on in terms of the COI, etc. Some of them are being charged, for corruption. ACC where they deal with historical cases.
Now, something we'll get for later because I want to ask you a question on that. Just for food for thought, not to answer now is again it comes down to a narrative where you could be say, or do you think because we politics is so male dominated and there's a plug hole here where the women are being looked upon and as the weaker ones. So if you open up you target the weaker ones, then you seem as if you're doing your job. But you don't need to answer now because that's what we'll visit later.
Okay.
Because when we do get to the country, you understand. So because I want for let we come up from the UK diaspora side, and then move into some of the other aspects. And so just briefly, now that you feel say with then and now itself in the platform we did. How you go assess them to say like you see no comfortable one, or you have those who come and meet you in a place like Mingles and say, Team Prince, I disagree with you, Do you have that confrontation? We're not like coming to Pukan Scholar, you box, that people will come and say, my worship program, I know we like that, and because I get that now and again. you think you get that now as then and now? They can attack Prince Komao, but they can't attack Prince Komao, the president of then and now.
Yeah, I get you, and you're quite an impressive guy, and you impress me with the questions. I mean, you're touching the nerves, the keys. Once again, yes, you are.
Thank you.
Once again, another brilliant question. But of course, because you didn't know the business, it's no rocket science, and you just admit that you get it. If you get it, that means I get it as well. You can't get everybody, here for love you. Yeah. And by virtue of a community who come out, we know say on the cheap, you go get people and we not just fancy you, just because DJ Little they now a program where the world they watch them and you don't make stride. If they don't come up and people and they will wish you down. So we understand that now in community. But waiting I don't come for accept and for answer the question, yes, these things happen to me all of the time. And when it happen, because I don't tell you earlier on, I love the debate. I love debate. My man can tell me, look, you've gone past that now. You need for stop. When you want to do you talk, you just go put you things them on and just speak. But sometimes when something not used to, you can still get caught up. We still get into it.
Let's have the banter.
Yes. Exactly. But there are 2 or 3 dimensions to this kind of thing where they happen, which you just mentioned. One, not in good faith. You get people that we just want to take on you so you can get that same old banter and they want to get you view, as to, because I get very strong views, but I can defend my views and I can reference my views, not to just hear, say, they see, and just throw talks out there. No, very, very relevant. As we get to know each other, then we'll get to the bottom of it. You get people that we just want to tease you, for you to come out of your shell, and have the discussion, and then you get the petty-minded ones, where you see some different from them.
Yes.
If you understand.
Identify
absolutely. I mean, you see it once you're looking. I mean, just because you look them squarely in the eyes, you look them body language, it's so negative. There's nothing you're going to get from them.
I usually tell them. Me and the Mamites and the community. There's no middle ground about Mamites.
Absolutely, no middle ground.
One hate Mamites, the other one will love Mamites.
Nah, it's a binary choice. It's either you like them or you hate them. Middle ground or day. So yes, it is binary. So you do get it all the time, DJ Little. I do get it all the time. Because again, I'm social. I'm always out there,
So how do you defeat these people? Well, not defeat is not the word. How do you tame them, settle them? Because now and again, as you rightly said, you just get to be responsive. So sometimes you just get to respond because either the person in propaganda or your agenda is so strong, negatively strong, that you understand, because of the circle, these people will play on audience. So if they don't see the right audience, and like an environment where like you border a place like Mingles will be an ideal spot. I don't watch Prince in program last week, Sunday now. Women empowerment, what did they talk about women? Who's like woman in her kitchen and still for the that can deal with her now. Man as he can't stand always settle me and they can hold on. You understand? And then as soon as you can, how do you settle these people?
Well, that kind of man, I can tell you clearly and in front of we guests them say they don't last. They don't last for the first 5 minutes
in the conversation.
Yes, they don't last because I can just flip the conversation upside down, again at the head. Because this is fact. It's fact that before 2000, the static. When I talk about numbers, I talk about statistics. That's where I am. So the argument is strong because they're bordered on something which is factual, statistics and numbers. So it's like the woman thing what I talk about. I spend hours, bro. They research about her. So you just look at the old adage and then you come, and then. Of course, you come with malice already. They say, well, you can't turn the argument upside down. But the stats out there shows that if you go back in the 2000, we get something like 2% of people, women, we now the 1 or 2 where you go find na governments, na governance or positions, of that kind of caliber. So at that time, we mentality towards women be almost the same. It's a male-dominated society. It's like Aisha Johansson, the Slaffer boss, Can you imagine? She became, in a male-dominated sport, she became the chief. Imagine almost man and not sleep because of that. The one roots the year and the age, or make plaba with them wealth because another woman has been empowered. So going back beyond 2000, you get 2%. Then after the 2000, we rise up a bit, to about 12%. And then the war come and decimate, all that credit and plus them who we not make, woman them, mama them, sister them, and begin use them as slaves, as chattels, as they raped them, you know, and the rest of it. And there was a huge step taken back, you know, from that progress they will be make. Okay, but after the war, things begin to improve again, as evident by what we receive. So this is evidently clear. So you the can argue. Well, I will start naming names for you. Dr. Christiana Top, Blinden, the Blinden woman, Sylvia Blinden, Haja Kale, okay, Pastor Minor Horace, okay. These are all prominent women. They say Bendu them. Zainab Bangura, them, the Siseis, the Aishas, and the rest of them. I mean, there are so many, the Marcella, Samba Siseis, and the rest of them. These are very, very powerful women, and they are not going anywhere. They are there to stay, and the numbers they multiply. How can you come with such a weak argument? I mean, the argument in itself is weak. The only thing I can pray for is like in that circle, which is the case most of the time, you get intellectual minds. We already know, because if they listen, and I love debate. I love debate with team, because some man sabi alapa, able alapa, and they feel say the yearly nine they win the arguments. Yes. So most times you get people and sabi drop people and beside some talk, but you be moderator quick. You go this one side argument work out. Is that seriously you want to go down this path? DJ Little Abego, I can moderate this debate quickly, and then at least we get somebody from a balance. So you make your case, I make my case, and let the people decide.
And then all of a sudden they know who needs their plate again.
Well, of course. So many of them, you know, they can't even lift up their eyes anymore. They can't even lift up.
And they come
yes, but you are at the camp, you know, my sister just called me this night. When you go in Oka again, or they have up say, wait, also, we go left in time. Say, we go make long hours. Unfortunately, we can't push mingles the most. I still see
well, we do have that, but it's interesting. Listen, Sierra Leone today, moving away from them, Sierra Leone today, we make progress. We've had our challenges in terms of the natural disaster, the Ebola. If I can just take you towards the Ebola and then the mudslide. Where were you, and where that thing broke into you? How affected were you as somebody who already has got the voice of many voiceless? Where were you, and how were you taken aback?
Of course, by everything that my DNA is Sierra Leone. Yeah, so I'm so attached, I'm so connected. So emotionally touched when the thing happened, and I can cry too, you know. I'm a man, but I
yes.
And I cried.
Wow.
Okay. When I just heard the stories, because Usami gave me place na Dong Malama, Josiah Drive by Kaningo. So
very close.
Very, very close. So that Watadi, it bring all the people them. Hundreds and hundreds of people, some of their limbs gone. So I get pictures, you know, live from the host, because you team up some of the host, my brothers and sisters they did it, and then they send me live capture.
So Kaningo area was actually where I think the base, almost the end base where.
Before you go join the Atlantic. Absolutely correct, sir.
Because I actually worked there. I mean, somebody who actually taking. So Metro do the journey before I even go to the mudslide, the epicenter. We travel from the Kaningo for see where the disaster ended, so to speak. Yes.
So I've been very much away, but I've been very much did it, because I get these live things there, and every time when me people and suffer, and that's something we can touch me greatly, because my intention is how for change the lives of we people, how for make we people and come up to standard, tell like people that can go home, all them picking away they sell 2 granates and then 6 razor blade and how can we change this balance? That's what worries me most. So where disasters of that kind of nature that they strike with hundreds of people and lose their lives and their homes, children, old, the young, women. This is quite a touching moment, and then you ask yourself, what can you do? Of course, you cannot bring those lives back, but what can you do, here to make a change so that you understand, first of all, waiting happened, because these are the things that government's supposed to do. Waiting happened, why it happened, why it should never happen again. So people like we can want borrow ourselves down to that bottom line, the way if we get the power, we go urge the powers that be say, but this is what you need to do. This has happened. Okay. Unfortunately, in our society, you get very, very corrupt people. It's really unfortunate that they will prey on on the mishap,
Yes.
the unfortunate
Then they
situation.
look forward to their opportunities.
Then they look forward to their opportunity. We
For
do
lining up
have
their pockets and wallets.
it's so unfortunate, DJ Little, you know, there are situations of that kind people that they look up to and for let it happen so that they go profit out of the situation. So anyway, for go back to the question is I got moved and what you may not know or may know, and to the very many listeners, I'm also a member of one of the best charity organization rather, in our community. Remember I said in our community, okay? But even in the wider community, away from the Sierra Leonean community, our organization is one of the best. And this organization is called Bamioma. Bamioma, by the way, is a Limba word meaning for we all.
Yes.
And I'm a member of the organization.
I've been very proud to play for now, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. Yeah. And I'm very much proud of being a member of this organization. So we catastrophe of them kind of making strike. I always get some Usakin link, which is now this organization, and this organization is so human, made up of 17 strong men and women who are committed to a cause, not to the fiasco organization.
It's not a social drive.
No, not at all. We will make something today, tomorrow morning, we don't shave, we don't scatter. All that. No. As I speak, the organization continue for consolidate its base, get thousands in a bank. It's a registered organization here as a charity organization in the UK and Ireland and Wales rather, with a mandate for operating in 5 West African countries there. Yeah. Yes, Liberia, Guinea, Freetown, Sierra Leone, Guinea-Bissau, and the Gambia. Yeah. So I can easily turn to that organization. They will go pull out money. So during that time, we contribute £1,000. Yeah, I hope that they confused the two because there were 2 catastrophes, but one of them we contributed £1,000. We go to the embassy, we make a huge contribution there as well to the ambassador in a program, organized way in which the ambassador and his staff will all line up, camera people and the rest of it, which will be posted on the website for let people know say when in Ghana we function, that ticket money where they buy, it they go to bank.
So it's about transparency.
It's about transparency and the rest of it. That's what we do at Bamioma. So we can call on Bamioma easily and get goods and things and can go down to the people there. When the mudslide strike, the same thing again, that organization come to the aid of people. This time I went down there. There are pictures of me on social media, but then after the event where I went on the site itself, you know, even after the thing not happened, days after or weeks after, you can see how unfortunate the tragic incident was, my brother, and you imagine the people who were there, okay, and how this thing happened. The stone, then Agbata stone and fellow. That thing is the Missy Agbata stone lodged inside a building.
Yes.
It busts the wall, it hang inside the wall, and I tell you about Agbata stone, building way high so. So imagine Motaman. That's why people were finding limbs and the rest of it.
Grinding.
Yes, exactly.
It's amazing.
So I'm always moved by that kind of thing, and any way we're able for help, I will help definitely.
Right, people. Let's just go back. We get Emma Nazra say feminist approach, fist bump, and then Zainab Sharif Bangura give you a massive round of applause there. And we hope so definitely this is not the anti-Zainab itself. And Alvin Cole is watching. Emma Nazra say politics is ugly in Africa. That's why the focus should shift. 100% love. And when I keep bringing on a comment, Auntie Susan Banya, leg of Toshpa, they say hi. Maria Tusidiki say hi. Nudin Kuroma say Max Abelo. I think that you reference to earlier on the school Albert Academy. You understand?
That's Abelo, yeah.
Yes. So we want to say welcome. And if there's any comments out there, please feel free for share your comments them. And yes, Ademi Bodanaya himself said the man way definitely. A lot of people they look at Sierra Leone as we are able to talk about the way they go forward. And I think I just want to bring you a little bit back to the women empowerment thing based on your program. I said,
yeah.
I may want to ask a question we are not be able to ask, but I want to ask you now here and say, do you think we're ready for a female president or woman president? Let's just put it that way. And if you feel say we're ready, why?
The answer is an emphatic no.
Okay.
Again, like I say, DJ Little, I'm not keen like for talk like from a knee-jerk perspective, from an emotional
because
perspective.
You're very methodical.
Absolutely.
As you said earlier at the start of the program.
Yeah. So the reason why I not even hesitate, for saying no is because just recently I've done a deep research, about women empowerment.
Yeah.
Okay, and I just find out, the kind of discriminatory attitude towards women them. Okay, it's so widespread. Remember, I say this thing is a cultural thing. This is not the thing. For let it happen, there has to be a cultural shift.
Okay.
So once that cultural shift take place, that will imply an acceptance of a change. And this has not happened yet, because this one where they talk about where they happen, where women and they make strides and great strides.
Yes.
Now because governments they come and entertain their things and because of a reason, political reasons, okay. But they prefer keeping them there and there and there.
Well, they were reduced to just being honorables, as we say.
Oh, there we go.
You understand? Councillors.
There we go.
Now the community.
Yeah.
Because they're able to get everybody and bring them
Absolutely.
together
So
and get the votes.
Absolutely.
So you can't be seeing them in parliament.
No.
But as a councillor, they're useful.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's spot on. So that's what they're doing, and trying to use them when and if and how necessary, and based, on gender equality. Okay, because there are rules out there, there are laws out there. Remember, no nation is an island. If we want to talk about a little bit of politics, and because the empowerment of women, there is a nexus or direct link between the empowerment of women and the international community. Remember, some things then we won't budge, we won't go forward, we won't change them on our own specifically.
Yes.
Yeah, if you understand what I mean.
Indeed.
But because we cannot tied into the international community and conditions are there, and because we are that kind of nation along with many other nations.
Very dependent.
Very, very dependent
On big brother and big sister.
on everything. So therefore you get for comply by certain rules, as they put them. Just I think that in 1995, I think that Yvonne Sawyer been speak, the empowerment of women at China. There was this huge conference, not to Yvonne Sawyer, I think now Dr. Sylvia Blinded. Yeah. That was a huge meeting, about the empowerment of women, how they need for empower women there. Remember, say, even at the Western democracies where we are, like the United Kingdom, for example, if you remember the suffragette movement, the recognition of women, it took a long while. It's over 100 years now, and it sounds like a long time.
Last year was the 100th year since the first woman, so to speak, had a vote.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you imagine?
And then this country has existed for thousands.
Absolutely, that the connection, and because we talk about 100 years, it sounds like a long time.
Yes.
But you just made the point, after the country has existed for centuries, just 100 years ago, now Indian recognized women. So what I try to say here, although I wish it can happen quicker.
Yeah.
It will happen.
Yeah, but many people just to come watch that program. The fact that you say, and as you rightly said, emphatically no. Those who are watching knee-jerkly, somebody will just come in and carry you say, you listen to the question, who say, Little, just ask Queen's Coma, say, you feel already for woman, and then he said, please say no, and then he come out of the program straight away, you go make a phone call straight away, say, you please come out there, you understand?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you get a reason for that and which you're coming to, but just for dispel that myth, again, just go back to why you consciously, and I know you're building me up on that, feel saying we are not ready yet for woman president.
Okay, I've been just to say before I divert a little bit, although on the same woman topic.
Yeah.
The fact that I do a program just 2 days, today went in Monday, just yesterday I did a program. Yeah. And on Saturday and Sunday, and before, I've been on the look for small material then, so I can't understand a lot. And I make up you the figure in terms of percentile, how many percent of women them, back in the 2000, and then after 2000, how we get like 12%, and then the civil war come and decimate all the number and reverse the trend what we make. So now based on facts and figures and numbers and statistics and the general attitude, and then when it comes to the cultural thing, so it's more bordered on cultural thing. Like I just to tell you earlier on about the woman we can head slapper. Imagine I make here an analogy saying man they not able for sleep.
Yeah.
And really some man they not sleep because
Absolutely.
remember say he and one of the biggest football stars he get issues.
Yeah.
Yes, Mohamed Kalon,
yeah.
where everybody be expecting a walk in the park for him for become Slafa president,
Yes.
not knowing for say he not be eligible because of some address business.
Yes.
And the second person back not be eligible because of some other reason. So the woman go unopposed. That's how she got the position. But the position not be new to her in many respects in terms of football because he come on a football home. In Dadi, now one of the founders of the Great Eastern Lions, you know. So how did I know this? It's the same research, just going deep. So he play football with his brother there, he understand football and the rest of it.
Yeah.
And he even go on for form a football club called FC Johansen
yeah.
and the rest of it. But while doing that research, I come for understanding about this cultural thing way deep inside, where man them, and when they see I'm back in England,
Yeah.
man they still consider women them. I can't say property because that would be too strong a word.
Yeah.
Okay, but to some extent,
Not equal.
Not equal. We
Yeah.
still see on that way there.
Yes.
So that answers the question, DJ Little.
Right.
If we still get that mentality, say we women are not equal to us, so that means we get some side who side them belong. How will we want or how will we be ready for them to be on top of us in terms of leadership, in terms of the number one position, in terms of becoming president? So the answer on them basis then is no. And this is the thing we'll find out deeply, is no, we are not ready yet. When we are ready, you will see the receptiveness, and this goes to the audience, especially with my mind, with sister
Yeah.
them. Okay? When we are ready, we will see the receptiveness in man them. Because even at your home, you find out say the man still feels say he dey in charge, even though we don't come Western world and the rest of it, we dey have a different perspective about things. But there are times when we put we foot down, when we woman they one mistake and when it was this scenarios, it's like I'm not going to have it,
Yeah.
and this is a fact.
Yeah.
So on them basis there, you know, say of course we not ready for let a woman become president. Having said this, it's not impossible because the nature of politics itself, you know, it can swing,
Very frivolous.
very frivolous, very funny.
Yeah.
You can get precarious situation that where it can make, you know, things happen. Let me look at Liberia, for example. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf eventually became the president, and even before Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, what most people will not know, there was a woman, but this is not during the war, called Ruth Perry. She became an interim president after Amos Sawyer and the rest of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So woman
That's
don't.
something I didn't know.
Yeah, of course. You know, it was just a brief period.
Yeah.
But now the set of situation that will happen where the powers that be, in the case of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, similarly, she'd work with Western.
She got all the experience. She's
All the-
already prepared, so
yeah.
to speak, in the United Nations. In the
And
field
she
of-
was the preferred choice.
Yeah.
George Weah won that election,
Yeah.
but wasn't ready, and he wasn't the preferred choice. The people wanted him,
Yeah.
but no. The powers that be preferred somebody who was more experienced, and they know that they've got somebody in charge because this is part of the politics. So I'm just articulating this because there's a possibility that in Sierra Leone, that even though I've said, you know, culturally speaking, men are not ready to accept women in leadership, especially the number one position.
Yeah.
This could be a similarity in our country in which something, like you said, frivolous
Yes.
might happen, and then suddenly there is a change. And when the powers that, because remember, power can succumb only to greater power.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that is the case. Bam, we've got a woman for president. One more historical narrative.
So it's a case of preparation now.
Absolutely. I mean, we've got the women.
Yeah.
Mind you, we've got women like Yvonne Akisoya.
Yeah.
She's established her credentials in leadership. It's not today.
She's
looking.
amazing.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
I was looking at her history.
Yeah.
Profile rather. She is taught in institutions here. Okay. And she's spoken at various conferences. She's even table papers, workshops, and the rest of it in leadership. And looking at her profile, of course she could lead.
She's ready.
The current Attorney General, Schwarz, I've forgotten her first name. She has got this colorful career as well. She was teaching here. She was a lecturer here at Queen's Mary. So she was a law professor. She's written, you know, papers that are today the study, that they use as study papers in Queen Mary's University. So these are people in terms of leadership, and they are very strong, mind you. Yeah. They don't take no for an answer. So we've got women who are capable. Dr. Zainab.
Yeah. So the preparedness is
The The preparedness is there. It's just
working on the cultural.
Absolutely, sir. We'll work on that cultural and band. That's it.
Do you know what? If you think say, well, why make the man say no? There goes your no. And I can't disagree with everything waiting Prince articulated. So you understand? Because what you have one say, what thing that lead me to was my next question on
well, before the next question come again, a final talk on this particular question with DJ Little asked, which is I throw them back to Una because when we talk, and DJ Little give me the opportunity to say, well, address this to the audience so people are not going to come back and say this, which I tried to do for the last 1.5 minutes.
Yes.
But just for add one little bit there, I throw them back again to Una. And the question is almost rhetorical. Do you think that we are ready, for our woman president?
I agree.
Based on these facts, or if you're not aware as yet, just go do your research. Because even the woman them way I talk about earlier within our governance, now the government now ain't give them chance. It's like chance. They merit the situation, so government use that again as a chance, for promote them. But they get a level where they can go. Then our politics, they get a level. It's not supposed to be limited or capped, but because of cultural thing, where we demand them, we feel say it's a male-dominated society. There's always going to be a quota system in it. It's just the way of life. Absolutely. So therefore, until there's a cultural shift, a cultural change, it's going to be difficult for it to happen. Having said this, remember again I say, it's not impossible. There could be a set of circumstances that could just tip them. So let you can point finger at me tomorrow when it happens. 2023, you say that man be say, listen to what I'm saying, please. Thank you.
No, it's true. But listen, again, we want to respond to that, to be honest with you. And just like what Prince will ask, the question will flip back to and say, do you think Sierra Leone is ready for a female president? It's as easy, yes, will I give you thumbs up or love, or I can just say no. So just what do you think? Please don't give your take on it. What do you think? What do you take on it? Your take on it. Do you think we're ready for a female president? And if you can add a little bit more, 1 or 2 lines to it. If you say yes, why? If you say no, again, why? Let's just come back to Zainab Sherif Bangura say, thanks for our community champion DJ Little. Enough respect to you for tackling some of the issues affecting Sierra Leoneans across the globe. This is because I've got equally just as much as somebody excellent, and as you say, we're there so for can land. And you don't cover most of the grounds they will be one cover yanda because I want just narrow it to one specific conversation. To date, we have a first lady. As we go put on the media say, don't fail in voice. We've had many first ladies. We don't try to do a lot of things in smaller numbers or in smaller communities or smaller steps, but we get an active or equally vocal voice, a first lady now. In her own way, everybody get their own definition of their own style and their own platform. Many people are seeing her as difficult, if I can put it that way. Many people, those who are celebrating her and saying, wow, finally we don't get woman where they reach out, or first lady, you understand, specifically where they reach out. Where would then and now look at the role of we current first lady?
Again, thank you for the question. Before I attempt to answer the question, because there's also another part in which you say some people say it's kind of for deal with and the rest of them. The thing about with politics, it get toxic every now and then.
Yeah.
We cannot really have a coherent, good argument in the sense that you find people who can be critical of the government, and rightfully so. People need to be critical. There should be a critique of the government, when it is necessary. But you will find out, say, people that want to shut you down because they're already in their mindset or that this middle encounter. When you critique the government, then I mean you're against the government. And this notion is wrong.
It's wrong, absolutely.
It's really, really wrong.
You just don't get people that way they anti.
Absolutely. Okay? And apart from being the anti, I can still be for the party, but I still be a critique
of the government.
of the government.
Will still be in it.
Yeah, and I'm in it, but I'm not just happy, and it's my civic responsibility as a citizen of the Republic for air my views when I see them as necessary. But the reason why I cite this because there was a question that you asked earlier on about do people confront you, you know, and this is one area where when you do your show, even though it's fact check and everything there is correct by many respects, but because them there for the party, and the idea is, if you there for them, then there should be
everything.
Absolutely, that's what it is.
Well,
and I just they appeal.
Can you buy a ticket for Lenka England? Let us see what Theresa May go through.
I wish I could. I wish I could.
Oh, those who are in England, take them go to the House of Parliament. Let us see how.
But DJ Little, you know what I think he surprised me most is some people and then can, you know, punch below the belt and way below the belt.
Way below the belt.
And the people them, most of them we can do so. Now people them when you get some regard for. Some high regard. Where you feel say, well, we can have this discussion.
Let's have a talk.
Exactly, but most of them have surprised me and they will begin throw accusations at you and the rest of it. And I've got no fish to fry here other than me being a Sierra Leonean and me having a right for critique me government at a time where I see it necessary for critique. Let's have the debate. Come on, bring it on. I'm saying this is an open invitation. But going back to the First Lady, I'm more than happy that we've got a First Lady as such. And I'm happy that such argument is going on, although on a different basis, which is people that say Tranga and the rest of them, and what other people then they critique the First Lady at all because then just stay with her. Do you think that everything the First Lady does is right? The answer is no. It's no. But when we say or ask the question or try to critique what is wrong that she's done because she's only human, people tend to raise the pedestal to another level as if she's not human. And she is, so she does make mistakes. So people that we say the Umatranga, I think say it's good for the country. So there's a split, you know, sort of opinion. So not just everybody following. Having said this, you know, some people them are saying one of me show is outright. Some people are envious, you know, because she's a beautiful woman.
She's achieving.
She's achieving. She's the First Lady of the country. So you go hear cheap talk like Nagambian. What a shame, Sierra Leone.
I don't think we should ever speak like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I say. What a shame, DJ Little. Is that the only thing that you can say?
We are so mixed with ridiculous.
Well, absolutely.
We get strong Gambian blood for
absolutely.
Me, Nigerian blood for me.
Absolutely.
So what more can people say?
We need to get, you know, some coherent and well-articulated, intellectual, some kind of high-level debate, as you will expect a Sierra Leonean. Because we're not a small people, you know. No. We are great people, and we are.
We were leaders.
Yes, we were leaders.
You know, the African Educational Center.
Absolutely, the anthems.
And you know, we need to return to that.
We need to return to that era.
But you talk about something earlier where you say because those who are shouting loud are shouting so loud, the room is filled with noise.
Yeah, it's
so
filled with
unless
noise.
you bring in somebody else where they can say, "Hang on, all man keep quiet." We're not talk one by one.
Absolutely. But the First Lady is fantastic. You know, Isef made a couple of mistakes, and this is my humble opinion, Fambulem. From the beginning, which can happen most times if you're not prepared. Okay. It bringing in style when even get first. I understand she was an actress, and there's nothing really wrong with that. Just that she's now a First Lady, so the way that she operates is completely or should be completely different. She's no longer that movie actress. She's now the First Lady of a country of 7.5 million people, if not more than. So if you see where I'm coming from. But you can see now that she's maturing in the role, and like DJ Lee to say, yes. First, there been turbulence. Italekwe aeroplane grab, and the weather bad, the wind. So it struggle, but at some point it catching level, so it don't become level. And such is the case as at the beginning see about the First Lady. So you hear less and less of their innuendo than when they throw at the woman. You know, first then go talk about the woman in dress. You know, I mean, they cheap talking about the woman in suits, about hair, about money, about this, about that. Yeah, exactly. How can we be so cheap? I don't mean to be offensive to anyone, but anybody who did that, these are the people that I am speaking to. That's cheap. and we should stop it. And I believe largely that has stopped.
Yeah.
You know,
but mostly I think the fact that especially with Woden and the diaspora, and then if you now go down to Woden and the UK,
yeah,
it's because of the fact that people think they knew her, but yet they don't know her because they feel, oh well,
she was living East Street.
Yes,
I saw her taking the bus,
yes,
including even the husband.
Yes.
Saw the husband taking the
Yes,
bus
yeah,
and the rest of it.
Yeah.
But why can't you just phantom the
celebrate
facts?
that,
Yeah,
actually reverse that psychology,
yeah,
and then celebrate
and look at the reality
Here was
now.
a commoner
Yes.
taking the bus. You understand?
We walked on the same path.
Yes.
We looked at each other. We went to the same market.
Yes.
You know, and the rest
We
of
share
it.
the same party platform.
Yeah. Is it not time to celebrate?
Yeah.
Because it's only a tenure, it's a period of time, and it will pass.
Yeah.
Just like many has passed before. Remember, governments come and go, but we the people remain. And 2023 will come and we'll have to make a choice again.
Yeah,
so this is the way we should be looking at things. But back to the First Lady, I am more than happy that the First Lady has found something to which she can relate a positive energy to. And this is real because there's a problem again with our girls. Okay,
She's very passionate, isn't she?
she is. You know, yeah, I was in Freetown recently and I was trying to get in touch, but it was difficult for me. I went many places, talked to many people, but of course I wasn't able, you know, yeah, to get through to her.
The Hands Off Our Girls
Yeah.
campaign, Prince, is something we obviously she's passionate about that, and as I said, it don't put in hand on so many things, but as you rightly identified, she's now steady and
Yes.
she's found something, a niche which she wants to take on. I sit on at this program, and when she first delivered that wonderful program, and then a lot of people pick up the phone and call me and say, "Little, I want kind of program, I want come, this is my idea, I started this first," and I'm thinking, oh, wait a minute. If I open the door to any one partner, I always say, "No, I can't program because no, I can counteract or no, I can defeat the fact that it's here allegedly."
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
What benefit would that bring towards Sierra Leone? So, in my own little way, you're thinking, okay, let me try to support you now, but not educate you now. The fact that sometimes you need a voice, a face which is known before the powers that be,
Yeah.
as we use that phrase there,
Yeah.
will listen.
Yeah.
And we've seen that's the reason why we then get the so-called celebrity endorsement at the side of the world.
Yeah.
It's not because that David Beckham might not be the best philosopher, but he then give two line way on philosophy. If he say it's more powerful past the philosopher.
Absolutely.
Two of us. So
Very
what
true.
is your take on it?
First of all, the question will be to those who are allegedly, claiming that the First Lady's initiative was initially theirs.
Yeah.
My question to you is, where's the proof? Where is the proof? You see, there's small talk there now we get for really left DJ Little. And they expect say we go don't rise up above most of the things they will
But
talk
those are
about.
toxic because she's doing amazing job for Sierra Leone.
Yeah, I agree. And instead of you embracing
it,
yeah. But I will come to that.
Yeah.
But I won't start from the bottom first. I come to that exact point.
True.
So the question to them again is like, where's the proof? I agree with you. This is something that we should celebrate in because it's about us, our collective us.
True.
Yeah. So we should be celebrating it. But like you said, they started calling your show, and what they're trying to do now is to come talk down on your show and say, "Oh, she stole my nothing constructive."
Yes.
And this is why I'm appealing to us to stop. And the question I asked earlier on, where's your proof? This is it. You want to make a claim about something, and most of you live here in the Western world. If you had a program, do you know the importance of registering your program and owning the intellectual property rights? Why don't you do an assignment? Why don't we just stop this cheap talk? Sierra Leoneans, I'm saying this tonight. Some of you may like it, some of you may not. But the fact that this what I'm saying is a fact, I say it with no regret, no remorse. I'm just saying it. Take it or leave it. Those of you who are claiming that the First Lady's initiative was initially yours, I ask again, where's the proof? It could well have been, but what did you do about it? How far did you take it?
Indeed.
How far? What could you have done? What didn't you do? Where is the proof? Next time you've got an initiative, you've got the option of registering that program so you own the rights to that program. You are lucky that you are in the Western side of things, the Western world, where you could take ownership of your work by registering it, so there's an intellectual property right. It's yours. And if anybody attempts to duplicate it, take it in any shape, form, and you can prove that, well, I'll see you in court. As you record, now we left the small talk. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. Okay? So the first lady, whether it been taken from somebody, and if this is true, you know right. Because now be somebody in plan. Okay? That is if. But I asked
There's a big if there.
Yeah, there's a big if. Because I'm trying to water down the floor now, because I just don't smoke the floor and I try to water it down. Yeah. We are not forgive them. Because like the host of the program say, me a small person, and I get a program with big person, and I'm not able to get the program go any side.
Yeah.
The first lady get face, he get position, he get connection. So therefore, he able to take this program many places, and when he speak, people are able to hear.
Yeah.
And the bottom line is, who benefits is our people, our girls that benefit. And this is what we need to look at, the bigger picture.
That is absolutely true.
The bigger picture and the big now we need for look at. So if we get anything, any bad feelings and the rest of it, if you call yourself a patriotic Sierra Leonean, and you've been in struggle with the program, but the first lady don't take them up, why not try and get in touch with the first lady and try for work with the first lady in office, so that we go take this program to higher heights, where the net beneficiary, now we girl them, or we woman them, we sister them, we mama them. Come on, Sierra Leoneans, let's be real. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Well done. Better said. Well said. Prince, the question, what do you call him? Theresa May picks up the phone and call you right now. Say, Prince, I've got a headache.
Yeah.
This thing, they kill me. You know what I mean? I need you to give me one advice. What should I do right now, Prince? Because I'm fed up of this. I can't deal with it anymore. I need you to give me an advice. Then now, what can you say to me? What can you say to Theresa May? If now you're not Theresa May, personal advisor now, knowing the way you are, the way you see things, the way you analyze things, what would you say to Theresa May for letting listen now, in her position as a prime minister?
Normally, before they can say, when they ask me question, they can let them direct answer the yes or no, and then I can begin for develop my answer. Yes. Some can get upset like, fellow, the thing a yes or no business. So DJ Little, I try to develop my answer and say a little bit before I tell you the exact answer.
Yeah.
And sometimes you will see the answer where they come when they develop the
absolutely
argument.
Yeah.
So first of all, Theresa May don't lost your authority inside Parliament, and we person don't lost your authority. It's time that you go. You need for quit. I mean, this big powerful country cannot tell me say they not get people them we're able for run things, because that money don't fail. This is not the fact. Another thing I want to mention quickly is like sometimes where I can attempt, I tell you say I speak to the wider diaspora. So sometimes when I go on issues, some people like either afraid for me or say this in a big talk. Because some things then things will forget limitation. Just like how you asked me this question and they try for provide some grounds on the answer, like how they say that might be don't lost authority. To some, you shouldn't be saying that, and who are you and the rest of it, focus. Well, I'm saying it anyway. Because the reason why, had it been another country, you understand exactly what the cries will have been all about. And some of us will have gone into it and say, yes, it need for go. Yeah. It's the same scenario. It don't lost in moral authority in real authority in a parliament. There's no more respect for them. Now partially the patch. Let's be honest. You see now chaos now inside the parliament. So as a woman and as we mama, if I were to pick up the phone or pick up the phone and ask me like a personal advisor, what now? And it's like it's time for you to go. The British people don't need you any longer. I work in central London. I go work, when was that? And I think I'll be Saturday and get this Friday. Yeah, it was Friday. And get this big demonstration, anti-Brexit.
No, it's a Saturday.
It was on a Saturday.
The 1 million man.
1 million march.
Saturday.
Yeah, it was on a Saturday.
Yeah.
What did these people then turn up for? For let them get another referendum.
Yeah.
So in other words, the way out the thing they go, they're not pleased at all.
Yeah.
Remember, say, there's something that happened in the country, and this is not something. Some people the way they listen now, they know the position on this going back more than a year ago. I first saw something like this, not exactly, and I say I'm again because I say people, some people when they watch, will be getting stuck here. What I've been telling, say not get for easy, because this is not an easy thing. It's not like a walk in the park.
No, it's not.
These are 27 countries. Okay, with Britain when Britain make am 28. Then you try for common union where you been on make for 40 years.
Yeah.
Although you not did it in its totality, but all them after law them and this and that and agreements, the MOUs and the rest of them. That is serious enough, DJ Little, for let there be headache, and the headache now they see so. I've been telling people back say the parliament that they will get for decide on this over a year ago. And the parliament still is struggle so, but now they eventually get for decide.
I want to give you an analogy, Prince, because the staying with the British politics, because I am sympathetic to our cause. I've always said, but I do agree.
Because now woman.
Yes.
So you can't be sympathetic.
You
know, most people are sympathetic.
That's one. But I come to the reason also why I make sympathetic to the cause. There's a more the core reason why.
Yeah.
You understand? Because she's like my mother, and then I think
that's what I'm saying.
B, the second thing is the fact that you understand. Let's say, for example, she is carrying a load where not to wrap the bundle. So all of a sudden, Naingepo can pick him up and tote this load, and then he can realize, say, hang on, una no give me kata, then una wanna tote this and I aid. There were two people when Cameron and Farage played gamble with everybody in life in this country, and one of them stepped aside and decided not to talk much anymore, and then one of them is still going out there causing a lot of mischief and a lot of noise. We know they go down very well with, and those who have got real understanding of how society works, as you said, how organization works. Just because he didn't have the organization as a boy does not mean that, you know what I'm trying to say is, not in a way, this is not necessarily Theresa May in fault, but yet still she has to carry the mantle of those two little children that messed about.
This is all the more the reason why she should go. It's all the more the reason why she should go.
If she goes, what happened for Britain?
I'll come to that in a minute. Again, I repeat, all the reason why she should go. I know you're making a case for her, and on top of the case, it's like you do feel sympathy for her, like most people, millions of people.
Yeah.
But this is politics. It's a cruel game.
People are very sympathetic towards her right now. They do agree that she needs to go, but they're still sympathetic towards her.
DJ Little, all the more why she needs to leave, because seeing that pitiful face on TV does not help the country.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they help the country. Look the other day, in voice loss.
Absolutely.
It's not the politics. If you can't stand the heat, avoid the kitchen. Sure. Yes, not to enforce, but it been clearly get choice where David Cameron put whip on the wall. Now in throw your hat na the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it been for prepare for waiting he come. You know waiting he come. David Cameron don't messed up the country, and then he resigned. Okay. And then there came a leadership, a contest, and he threw a hat na the thing. Remember that other mommy, the leader of the house now, Angela Letson. Letson. Instead to a hat day. What they do? They dismantle now because the mommy says something about picking, because there is another picking. That mommy get picking. He turn big talk now. You know here before you look. That mommy will get for back off. Because now Theresa May want it instead me want her because he have been the most qualified person, having been the longest serving home minister and the rest of it. She understood the rubrics, the here and there of all this kind of thing. And now you say, how dare you say you feel sorry for her when she knows what she was going? This thing is not an emotional thing. This is politics. This is raw politics. Now the mommy of all parliaments now they go on so, and that mommy don't lost your authority.
No,
let's keep that.
Agree.
Yeah. So a need for back off. I know if you ask question, who else? DJ Little, that parliament, they get over 400 parliamentarians inside Great Britain, the citadel for democracy. We go around the world and colonize over 500 million people. Two-thirds of the world. Well, yeah, of course, I agree with that. They
cannot lead their own.
Exactly. That's why they need to do something in a hurry, and this back the money them, because exactly the world we are supposed to set example for. Look the rubbish way una they do. Oscar example this, and then they ask British man, because part of this project have been project of pride. Say we the English people,
can step away.
Absolutely, but look at the mess.
Indeed. Well, now true. Listen, Mother's Day is coming.
Yeah.
This Sunday, Mothering Sunday, they come.
Yeah.
And as a family man, what does Mother's Day feel for you? Like back then, I don't know personally whether mom's still around or family. You understand? What did Mother's Day mean to you as a family man?
Yeah, thank you very much. It means so much for me. You know, I love women. Yeah, there's a special place inside here for women. I lost my mom a couple of years ago, but since I lost her, I transfer all the love I've been getting to my wife. So the wife get double love now.
Indeed.
So Mother's Day, yeah, exactly. So come Mother's Day, it's about my wife, and I get a brilliant 13-year-old daughter, who is doing extremely well. So as for now, my hand full up. I get 2 girls there when Mother's Day come. I just give them all my love.
Wow.
Yeah. And to everybody out there on Mother's Day, those of who we get mama them around, let we cherish them, because those of us we not get now, we miss them so much. So make use of the time whilst they're around, because one day for sure you're gonna miss them. And whoever else did at the family, Mother's Day, let it be celebrated with joy.
Indeed, that's very very well. So what would you be doing? Like, say for example, what would Prince be doing for Mother's Day? Just give us a tip out there, because on Monday right now they watch it thinking, what's in. That can take 1 or 2 ideas back from Prince. What would Prince be doing?
No, I don't think most people go like for doing Mother's Day celebration, because there is a mixture of feeling. There's some kind of emotion there, because my mom is no longer around. So there's a time for me to reflect. There's a little bit of reflection, and I quickly try for batter off me mind, because I love to be a realist, but once in a while, I can float.
Well, you said to me, you're an emotional man, so if you
exactly.
If the emotion has to manifest, it will manifest.
Absolutely. Yeah. I do get emotional.
Why not?
Yeah.
People that will be passionate about things, you will get him. So what do you do?
So on the day itself, of course, I just described 2 wonderful women in my life, which is one, my wife, to whom all the love that I had for my mom, I've transferred to her, including her love for me and the rest of it, and a 13-year-old girl. So the day will much more be spent privately as I'm seeing it now, and as we've done before, where probably we'll do English roast, just try to get some, forgive me Muslims, get some pig, and do a roast with some jacket potatoes or something around that. So it's like a family right on the table, and just reflect, and maybe play some really soft, sentimental, so that you get carried away softly in the air as if you don't exist, but you exist just for that period of time.
Indeed, I like that. Yeah. So what does Prince do when you're chillaxing? So like when Prince is chillaxing, say, well, I'm having a me time, no wife, no picking, no and then and now. This is Prince.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I'm not going mingle, so I don't really cope with me, man. But this not
absolutely. This
so what do you do? What do you do?
First of all, I give one story quickly.
Yeah.
Around the same question, because I used to party hard. But I'm getting to be quite an old man now, so of course, like most people, I am taking a reverse course. Recently, my man and try for Chemical Club, and I don't want to go club. Okay. 2 reasons, I don't feel comfortable in that environment any longer.
Right.
And then I also get a 25-year-old son, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want to go there, go meet and the woman. Yeah, exactly. don't like it. I'm still old school in many respects. Yeah. So secondly, for financial reasons, everything stiff now. Remember, all the noise we make, we still there on austerity, And now, first time you came money go to Tesco, you go buy 5 pound, 10 pound, you get a whole bag full. Now the 10 pound, the bag you go tire. You tire halfway. Nothing. So man, the management, so they try for Kemi go in there, can pull me, here by force. So I say, well, this is why I not go say no to them. But know what they do. So now when we jeans and when we top, now we have back, then come out of back. So now we reach at the club in the month, they all don't pay, they don't go inside, make like say my phone ring.
Yes.
Now I pull my phone and begin talk, but I want to let the guard see me, because I've back not allowed inside.
Yes.
So I begin to make noise, Now the guys they say, oh, you got slippers? I say, oh really? Yeah. He said, no slippers going in. That's why I take escape. Yeah, the guy say, I've back there, they go inside. They don't know that I one time, because if I want to go inside, but they with that crowd. So after they reach there, I pull my phone, I begin talk, they chon at the domot. Now the guy see me, the guy say, you've got slippers, flip-flop.
So you made yourself arrested?
I make myself arrested, the guy say, you're not going in. The man they come on and they talk fire. They don't know say I don't want to go inside.
No.
Say, happy when the guy they make it. The guy say no. We can't allow this. Now the law, now policy. I say good. So anyway, privately, you know, and I've been becoming. Yeah, thank you. I've been becoming more and more private DJ Little. Sit down at house, you know, get me drink, you know, listen to music.
Yeah.
But again, the work what they do. So most times, I dey dig for material. I can spend hours just sit down and dig for material. It's unbelievable. What been the study said? I never spend that kind of time.
You know what? Can I just come in? I think a lot of people underestimate the level of work.
Yeah, we're inside this thing.
We're inside this year in terms of in terms of what has the preparedness for this, because in the last year, so to speak, I have seen growth in terms of my way of thinking.
Absolutely, it does have an effect. Because of the time that you spend.
Because so much time, and then but the key thing where you touched on earlier is the fact that if you not get a loving family, where they make the sacrifice because they want, because for you to do a 2-hour show, that means your family lose you for about 4 to 6 hours.
Absolutely, you got a 13-year-old wait for the help with your assignment and the rest of it. Instead, now they help me because I can ask her once in a while. It's kind of educative for us, and I feel proud. I don't hold 1 or 2 show then I mean also I get people away come over when I actually I talk to the camera woman. So I actually can tape them and I feel sorry because I've been 1 hour program, but the program kept rolling and I could see the tiredness in her. So I can't be live, you know, here and dismiss them.
Do you think we are appreciated enough? I'm not saying we are looking for it.
You mean community?
Yeah, from the community point of view. Do you think, or okay, maybe appreciated is look like we're begging for it. Do you think people understand the work that we put in? Because this is like me and you and many of the others. We're going to take nothing away from them when they do this. Even the one way we not agree with in terms of the way they can't see the way they dish out. It's like many people don't understand the amount of work and time we take. Do you think people don't recognize that?
On that basis, the answer for me is no. People don't recognize them and see them as such. They see them like a choice. Well, that you decide for do, if not so you decide for do. Well, tough. But people should appreciate. It's not a must. It's not a force. People they make. First of all, I get 2 forum them. And they are filled to capacity. What's up? 256 max. And the reason behind them forum, and they have formed them, I think about then and now get forum, which is more serious. And I get another one called Reflection, which I opened some 7 years ago and is still going strong.
Wow.
Because this idea what we talk about been unborn inside me a long time, and I don't toy with different kind of idea. Then I've been wondering like a question time kind of scenario where you go call the community sit down, and then just like question time, we'll talk about many things, both at home and far away from home. So I've been on the play with them. So then forum then they can give me a feel as to people and perspective, people and take. Like Reflection. More kind of reflective and they tolerate a lot of BS, if you like. Whereas then now, more kind of restricted because you get some allegiance and waiting inside. And away from that, we never tolerate just free talk. Free talk in the sense that some people them, you know, no name calling, we can use them, expletive them. Because sometimes on a Sunday afternoon, you want to sit down and they catch up with their voice recording, and because you can learn from them as well, and see what you can take. Then you go open up, then somebody they cost them, bad cost them, you know. So we don't tolerate that at all. So then 2 forum that they set up for get a feel for the community, for you waiting the community they talk. Even sometimes they program them can come out in the sense, if not this the trend.
An idea will be born.
Yes, an idea will be born out of it. So it's not easy, but I get another 4 people already administer them as well, including me, when I'm the 5th person. So we get the reason why we make them like 5 like an odd number is because should a decision need to be made, somebody need to be the tiebreaker. So hence why we get like 5 people, you know, with the monitor. So people them on that basis the way you explain and no, the answer is no. It's like nine choice. But this is what I want to say. What we do now in the community, and this goes out to the audience, the larger audience, the audience, and the one that we get for seeing later, Canada, the United States, Australia, and the rest of it. we don't find a space where we express ourselves, but we are multiplying by the day.
Yeah.
Waiting me want to do, and I use another platform which my brother and friend DJ Little platform for see whether I can make a passionate appeal out there based on the question where the man asked me. That I do fully know well say there are people out there who appreciate what you do, because sometimes you get the comments and the feedback. I can always ask for like feedback. What am I doing that is not right? What do you think I should be doing? How should I? You know, I try for do that in between the many things what they do, and once in a while can get feedback. Yeah. But when they clog the space, and the space they become too saturated with information. Sometimes it's the same information and just the way how we put them. But if we cater to 200,000 people, because largely some of us we audience na and the other side them. So you get to look at the demographics, you know, in terms of number. Now we how many anyway. So how can we be talking? Typical example with I mean, let me say now you phone for example on WhatsApp. People and just they join you, 50 fatapa, all kind group. Now, for goodness sake, where's the space on the phone? Where is the space on the phone?
I walk away.
Yeah, exactly. For absorb all of that. Now, here is where my appeal comes in. Because first of all, I throw that to you. So when I go really look at them from an objective point of view, not from a selfish point of view, but if I were to do this to you, or I get a list of 50 people them and I will believe the 50 forum they will get. I want to put you on all them forum then. How are you going to cope with that? So what I'm really trying to say is time for us to be strategic. Okay? Strategic in the sense we need for begin form franchises. We need for begin for come together and begin tailor we idea them. Those of us when are innovators them and the rest of it.
I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
We really need for begin form franchises so we're able for grab. You see the United States even here, they get similar things there where people take advantage of social media. Okay? Because this is not the closest you come to having a radio station or a TV station. And it's almost out there for free other than which you pay for your network and the rest of it. But we need for raise the game. Okay, so that not only home, but like I say, away from home as well, and even with foreign friends them, so we are able to tell them like, we're not on the cheap. We really want to step up to a level where we're able to accommodate ourselves, knock down some of the forum and some of the platform.
I agree.
Yeah? And then try for begin form alliance, narrow and down. Begin for form alliances with the relevant ones. So that when they say diaspora voices day and that today, people that know exactly what they expect. But diaspora voices not going to come on. Of course, you've got your right. This is just an appeal.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
No, jump on you.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Well, I know.
Now, I mean, they pay me bill.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I know that.
Those are the people that are misunderstanding the
concept. Absolutely.
When you talk
absolutely. But remember, say, when they talk to an international audience, so when they throw the word there. So some go find a malicious, offensive, and the rest of it, and go and come back at you, and exactly like what you say. Because we get it all the time. But if we say we get them and so we feel that we're scared for them to not come back at we, then when you look at the bigger picture, we're not going to make progress. We're just going to get swallowed up.
Why do it?
Exactly. But ladies and gentlemen, those of us that are in the media, okay, let me think about this. It's very essential. It's very critical. It's very, very much something for let we really think about as we go to bed tonight. If you feel say you can align with somebody, okay, for form of franchise, let me begin for work on those aspects now.
Indeed.
Let me forget about multiplying the forums. If we not 200,000 people in a sort of Sierra Leoneans there, because most times now Sierra Leonean and I would talk to, but they are only 200,000, and then you get 100 show. How you get out of the 200,000 and the way you even divide them? How you manage? How we manage? We all.
I agree.
So we become non-essential. We just confuse the people, like I say, information saturation. In the end, people are confused, then return back to the traditional media, then which is BBC, Umaru Fofana, and VOA, and the rest of it. Now think about it. Think about the idea. Not make no knee-jerk reaction. Just go and play the tape back. Sleep on it. And let's see what you feel. Call DJ Little. Text them. You get in contact. In business. Tell her what you feel about what we discussed here tonight. Let's see whether we can make progress.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Listen, if somebody wants to follow you on social media, and how can they follow you, and where can they find you?
Yeah, thank you for that. You know the web.
Yeah.
So me a spider.
Absolutely.
So even if you go Google and you type my name, they remember my surname is spelled
Kroma.
Yeah, that's correct.
Mr. Manager, I know you're watching right now, Mr. Ibs Banks, and you sent me Kogoma, so you're gonna have to pay that. Yes, I'm carrying.
Yeah, so if you watch, if you type Prince Koman at Google, I will come up. I get a couple of Facebook pages. When I start the program, I get the Then and Now program, which I'm supposed to broadcast from.
Yeah.
But because I already don't start broadcasting, and it takes a while for you to generate your numbers.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I'm going to use my personal forum, and up to this day, I still remain at that personal page day, Usa me and my darling wife day, where somehow we're not professional because you should have a page.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I get a YouTube platform as well, where if I want, I can broadcast from YouTube. Or just about anywhere. I go on Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn,
okay.
I'm on Twitter. So I'm, not all of them because there are many, but just the
is this
key.
all Prince Koma?
It's all Prince Koma, no
Okay.
AKAs, nothing of the kind. It's
So,
all Prince
so
Koma.
it's easy.
It's easy to find me. It's easy to find me. And look up for me. Send me feedbacks. Send feedbacks. You can send them to DJ Little, or like you gave me detail now. Are they on Facebook? Look for Prince Koma. The Koma is spelled Kroma, and then you will find me there. Send me details. Send things where you want follow to talk about. They talk about really key and strategic things, like I look on the forum now, I see Evangelist Weber, the watch, a man who I get deep respect for, where you see people like this tune into your program,
absolutely.
Then you know that it's massively respected. You can't just tune into any just
what an amazing
program.
man. He's not only done that, he's decided to join it as well. When you talk about collaboration, he decided to say, you know what, I want to do this thing where I just give me word of God, not only to my church congregation.
Absolutely.
I look for add extra to the community.
Because this is it. Social media is the thing for now.
You're my son. I will come in and put my voice to your platform.
He also helped for promote me forum. Because
he's an amazing guy.
He came and attended, an interview where I asked him for, and obviously when you try for coax people into coming into your forum, as a matter of respect, now people like this way, a stakeholder in the community.
Absolutely.
These are the kind of people that you call for. So Evangelist Weber TM, just one on a different platform again, say massive respect. I've said this over and over, and because forever and ever I am grateful.
And he's now got a brand new show. That's what they call the Good Word. So Sunday Good Word. Listen, I want to say a massive thank you to you, Prince, and it's been amazing. People can talk back, and it's been absolutely. I've been enlightened. I've learned so much tonight from a colleague and a big brother as well. You understand? So just quickly, which days we then and now can go out?
For now, na Sundays.
Okay.
Yeah. But Sunday now we key day and the way we key, because we choose them particularly, we feel say at a particular time 8-9 o'clock, mostly 8 o'clock. But we are flexible. 8 o'clock on Sundays, we feel say family they go down their home, don't get the dinner and the rest of it. Correct. They prepare for Monday. So now the time we want to capture them, at a particular time. So we try to be strategic. But notwithstanding, there are programs we can come on where we can have to act around the convenience of the guest.
Yes.
Typical example, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for giving me the floor.
Yes, sir.
On Friday, 6 p.m. on the Then and Now, we get an exclusive interview with the spokesman, the spokesperson for none other but the Sierra Leone National Police.
Wow.
Superintendent Brahima Kamara will be on the Then and Now live.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So now not forget for tuning on Friday, the 29th of March at 6 p.m. The spokesperson for the Sierra Leone National Police, Superintendent Brahima Kamara, will be speaking to Then and Now live. If you get any questions for us that you would like for ask Superintendent Brahima, you can either forward them to me, or if you want to call on the day, you can call, so you're able to ask them questions directly, respectfully as well. Okay? So not forget, that will be on the 29th. Superintendent Brahima Kamara will be on my program at 6 p.m. Remember, say, Bokutinde, where the police need for address. Scandal, where they walked with lately, Pekin and go jail, Motama, where they find blood in a guard state.
Yeah.
Who will be the right man, here for answer all the question and they, but the spokesperson for the Sierra Leone.
Did you say Brahima?
Brahima Kamara.
Brahima Kamara.
That's correct.
Yeah. The
The spokesman for the Sierra Leone National Police.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it's been a great run. You have been on DJ Little show. And of course, those of you who know me, I'm a community person. So when the offer was given to me, I happily jumped on the bandwagon and I'm not disappointed at all. Because a few of the shows that I watch, I do watch your show. I'm a fan of yours. And long before you started the show, when you started off with your music, because you're one of the best out there. But you don't play anymore. You're now more like a social commentator.
I don't. I said to me, I will get a meeting with my younger brother DJ came and yesterday we'll get a very long meeting, and I said to him, because he recognized that it's time to walk away from the music, and I said it's because the interest base is completely different now.
Yeah.
You understand? And you can't do this for so long, the music for so long.
Yeah,
you never get a chance to younger ones.
And you need for rise up, my friend. You can't get stuck on it.
The story I tell him, I said, one day I did a party, they say, but literally play rugby show.
Yeah.
You have to live when you're on high.
Well, absolutely. And you don't let that mark exactly when they're on the high. Now, the same reason, we don't done way, you turn to Haiti Abanda. I don't know you know that story. So you have to live on a high, in a very, very deep profile, and because nobody, nothing want me for impress and prove anybody anymore in terms of the DJing. And I want to say something again as well quickly. That go back to we woman and where they try with my mother and with sister them, where they sell around we local food them, which is good. But like DJ Little just say, and that come back now in my mind. I mean, we need for step up with game. The same way how we talk about, this social media world, this like forming franchises. So maybe mama them, they need for step up the game as well. I mean, we can't they sell, plazas for 25 years.
Yeah.
Okay? If we need for come together and open, logistically speaking, some distribution company.
Yeah.
Like one woman don't begin them already. And this is exactly what I'm saying. So people shouldn't feel offended. I think there's a lady called Kadi Kadi.
Yeah.
She's doing brilliantly well, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. She packages, the food, and she's distributing it and using social media for advertising products, and at the same time, that's what I'm talking about. This is a logistical issue.
Please, I didn't even come to it because I was going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
On because I know we were very time conscious about. I want to ask you this question.
Yeah.
Based on sponsorship and support for. I don't say we Facebook now, so I'll just switch the language to Creole.
Yeah.
You understand? Say because one of the biggest challenges we face right now, as you can see, the effort is being made, and many of we they make the effort in it.
Yeah.
But for let you meet somebody where you approach and say, "Can't support me business." I.e., if you get to show where they come, give me £5, I will promote on my platform.
Yeah.
My goodness, it's like trying to take the back teeth off your gum. Do you know what I mean? Like really, it's like literally. But again, I give a massive credit to one of the biggest person that we meet all right up here right now, Mr. Reginald Larry Cole.
Absolutely. You have to call their names.
No, I never show
respect. Yeah.
Reginald Larry Cole,
the
CEO for Wheels for Show Lifestyle Beats. This guy chose we platform for put an advert where in a commercial station where you go see that you ITV, you see everything, and the advert understand it and say, you know, Miss Moboda, I like one initiative. I will support you. I will give you my business. You advertise for me. It may not make that much of a difference to me audience base, but I will still support you.
Absolutely. I mean, just the intention alone.
But like we're knocking on doors, and we like the likes of the Mingles. They've taken that on board. They're coming on board. You understand? But it's one of us. But yet you have people waiting and say, "Well, if you go do it for me for free."
Exactly. And
how do I do it for free? I have to pay lights.
Yeah, well,
I have to pay charges. I have to pay rent.
So you see, again, that cultural thing. So until we shift away from that culture, that's exactly what they say. Then they come say, I'll tell you, because you asked one critical question earlier on, and this all borrow into this latter question where you ask. The question was, do you think people appreciate, and you change the word, you say appreciating too strong, it's how you big them and you found another one. It's almost the same thing. people generally think, well, it's your choice anyway. You like to do them, you like to not do them. But this is a passion. But you know,
maybe, but it's not like that.
It's not like that.
It's
But
love.
exactly. So it's it's love. It's a passion. You know, it's like I'm very passionate about this.
Yes.
I'll tell you what I do. I get me 1 year anniversary. Okay, me channel anniversary.
Yeah.
And we celebrate them.
Wow.
The attendance not been great, but I suppose say for been great. But the idea that people turn up, the crowd was quality.
Right.
I had a former foreign minister, finance minister attending my program, and Francis Fode, many people. Yeah, I mean we book a hall, so we may expect, because normally when you organize something, I get really crowd breaking can be me, you know.
Wow.
But the weather on that Saturday was really terrible. That was December 15. I won't really forget.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So that was the same day as Countdown when we do club events, but that was a club event.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. That was December 15, and the weather was really terrible.
It was absolutely appalling.
So even the spokesperson, we now the most informed, most invited African lady now where they talk now, all international UN, the US House of Congress just recognized them. Just as we speak today, put them up on Facebook.
Wow.
And the other day she spoke at the UN, not to General Assembly, you know, so they get a small arm there, we under UNESCO under something like that. She was meant to be the spokesperson. Yeah. So that's how heavy the program is there, how people have been come for believing the program. They get a couple of interviews there with some big side, you know, like the former second secretary or the deputy for the Commonwealth, one Dr. Josephine Ojiambo, including this Dr. Justina Mutale and the rest of it. So we were rising up when places like I tell you about. One of the things we done they unbugged me for quite a while was because I live in an area where I know get fiber optic, that old copper and blah blah blah. So the streaming and that's in there where you do you need a fast broadband.
Absolutely.
With the stream, especially upload pictures. Absolutely. So it's been terrible. It's been a terrible run. And I operate, you know, something like a professional studio, not as professional as yours.
Oh, come on, stop it.
Because because I get boom mics, you know, what they use.
I love them.
So so because my studio not cushion, you know, like for ground sound, it's unbelievable that through the mic then I can hear when the water they drip now. Noise the one hear in my house. Once I put the mic then they pick up every little funny thing. Yeah. So therefore there's an echo in the background and the rest of them. But I ain't giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm in this business, you know, here to stay. And just for address the issue, because I'm driving towards that end. I try for monetize my program and I make no bones about it. Okay? Because we deliver service, whether or not a choice, you know, it doesn't really matter that we community. I'm sure say we get goodwill people that we go look we and equally, you know, bless we in different ways. This is what is important, and this Nine and Call community, you know, first time and up to this day, I still hold that contradiction in my mind, because community is a kind of strong word where you get people of the same cultural background, not necessarily from the same cultural background, but mostly from the same cultural background. When I either speak the same language, either English or Creole, eat the same food, dress the same way, socialize, you know, the same way. So there's a kind of common bond, you know, here between you. So that alone provides something like a social contract, you know, respect for DJ Little, respect for Prince. This is what DJ Little is doing as a community person, and need for support him, you know, for Rise Up, so that he doesn't remain exactly where he is. He's made effort, so we need for help him, you know, for Rise Up above that. And this is what we need to be doing for ourselves, for our community, for those that are taking leadership. Don't think that any man is an island. We have to remain a community. And in a community, we really, really need for help ourselves. So, DJ Little, they use like I did in studio now over an hour or two now they spend so in studio. Electricity don't go. Okay, again, gadgets, they're on, you know, telephone and the rest of them, get bills there for pay. How much does it take, you know, here for make an effort, you know, say we all put £1.55, even at the Facebook account where you get, just for help them up? How much will it really cost us?
true.
We rather, give them money to other people who are not really associated to us, but we just believe in them, other than people them because we all live in Peckham, because we all live in Camberwell, because we all ride bus 12. So there's no regard. We need to kill off that mentality. You see Mingles, when you speak of Mingles, the brother there is a very progressive brother. That's why every time I speak about him,
I love him.
About his place, I love speaking about his place, I speak about himself. Because this is exactly what he's looking for. Okay? And pretty soon, gentlemen, ladies, the question time forum, it'll come up soon. Still they work out on modalities. That will be at the same Mingles. So I'll let you know so you go promote and once that time they come.
Absolutely.
So that brother is always ready to support community. But again, instead of struggle in the struggle, a small business now again, so he can't support everybody, but he does try. If you know how many tickets they go there to because na community man. Imagine how many show they we get. So if you say you want to attend all the show the day per year, if you don't do any budget too, you don't make a financial statement for the year.
I've got the templates.
Absolutely, the template, how many show they get for attend, how much you get for Spain and the rest of them. But let me support their initiative, their family. This is quite important. Let we not wait for let the program die and then later one laugh because it not go last. That notion there. And the fact that they say that that's why we are not going to go away.
No,
una go continue succeeding, and you will go first.
It started in 2002. And if I don't walk away now, why should I walk away now?
You see, all the canteen and this, so this now burning desire inside somebody.
Started with Stereo Radio, 2002.
There we go. So can you imagine that? Imagine the struggle, since 2002. That's 17 years ago. How can a man walk away without simply?
And by the way, that's not DJing. DJing is 1995.
Look at that. So what that spells out is that community-wise, this man he don't deal in the community for a long time. DJing in a community thing. So many people they know and they come back to the radio business. So on my own behalf, me the appeal say
thank you.
Do ya una continue for support the diaspora voices because it's essential, it's necessary. Where somebody provides services for you, whether now of your own choice, but the fact of the matter is it is spend money, just for bringing information to the public. Are you not impressed?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Are you not appreciative?
Thank you so much.
I hope we get a message tonight, man.
Thank you. It's been amazing then and now. Every Sunday, una can watch them. But more importantly, una don't see another timeline. They come up there. As you can see, Brian Makamara, the spokesperson for Sierra Leone National Police, is definitely going to be on our Brother show on Friday the 29th. Be sure, round about 6 p.m. in the evening, the show will start, and to watch that particular program there on Then and Now with the brother himself, Mr. Prince Koma. It's been an absolutely sensation, and I'm sure most of you are angled tentatively and glued, and many of you are not moved. By the way, I just want to give you a massive congratulations that you've shown at the first show, apart from Soyosin show, where we manager don't watch throughout the duration. Ibs Bangura, so I don't know what you done to him. This man, because he loves his baby sleep. Okay. So he's an early sleeper because he wake up very early. But he's watched the program throughout. So
and I say massive respect to you, Mr. Ibs Bangura.
He's doing an amazing job.
You're doing quite an amazing job. I know we talked a couple of times and it seems like there's a click. And I know say when you come out on we go sit down.
It's one of the very